Welcome to Good Morning Washington One-on-One, where we are taking you one-on-one with all of your favorite GMW anchors, reporters, meteorologists, and traffic reporters as well. Right now, we are lucky to be joined by Eileen Whalen, one of our fabulous meteorologists, and also our feature reporter and adventurer on Good Morning Washington. You really do it all.
I have so much fun. How did I end up giving the weather, which I love to do, and then also getting to do the coolest things around town, featuring the latest happenings in our backyard, and it's really a great opportunity for me to get out into the community. And of course, so many of the events pertain to weather, so kind of goes hand in hand.
It absolutely does, and you never say no. That's why we have you do it. Okay, so let's just get to some of these questions, you know.
I know, I'm
hard-hitting journalistic questions. Okay, so first, you're a local girl. You grew up in Silver Spring.
Silver Spring.
What is it like for you to be working in like your hometown market?
It is the coolest thing, and I'm sure you can relate because you are a Fairfax girl. VA and Maryland. Maryland always wins. But growing up in Silver Spring, I mean, I actually grew up watching ABC7. So to be able to work here in my hometown market is so special. I think the most special thing is that my parents get to watch me every single day, my grandparents as well, and that's really rewarding.
And we love your parents. I love your parents. They're awesome. So you were just talking about your family. How big is your family? Are there other Eileen's, brother, sister? What do you got?
So I am one of 3 kids.
Okay.
I'm the oldest. My sister and I are 18 months apart. My sister Maureen, love you girl. And then my brother Johnny, he and I are 5 years apart. And my mom and my dad, John and Linda, are the best, but I'm partial.
Tell us a story about how you decided you want to be a meteorologist specifically. I mean, did you always love the weather, or what's this about?
Okay, so my dad is a commercial roofer in the area, JB Whalen Incorporated, for all of your commercial roofing needs. He's fabulous, but his job depends so heavily on the weather. So I would get up with him in the mornings before school and would watch the weather religiously. And before, we had our Stormwatch 7 weather apps, and we could look at our radar on the go. My dad, you know, we didn't have cell phones back in the day, but he would call me from his, you know, big car phone in his truck, and he'd call me, and I would go into the family room so I could watch TV and see the local radar on the Weather Channel's local on the 8s, and I would tell my dad where the rain was and if it was going to impact his job site.
So you've been doing this since you were a wee little girl?
Since about 6 or 7 years old.
Wow.
I just loved it. I would stand in the living room in front of the TV, and I'd put it on mute, and I'd pretend that I was giving the weather forecast. She's laughing at me. I really did do this.
Because I can picture you doing this.
I know. Craziness.
Okay. So you came to ABC7 a few years ago, but kind of tell us how you got here after you graduated.
So after I graduated from Salisbury University, I got my first job on the Eastern Shore of Maryland in Salisbury at WBOC. It was a fantastic first start for me. I was still close enough to home, close to the beach. It was really wonderful. I was there for 3 years. I did the morning show there for about 2.5 years, and then I applied to all the DC and Baltimore stations after my contract was up in Salisbury, and fortunately landed my dream job right back here at home, and it's surreal. It really is.
Yeah, okay, so back to what you do here at Good Morning Washington. We know you give the forecast. You do a great job every morning, but then after 7 o'clock, when we switch over to News Channel 8, you go out and you do these, you know, sometimes they're a little crazy. What's been your craziest or most memorable live shot for Good Morning Washington?
That's hard, because I have done zip lines, I've done the flying trapeze, I've flown with Peter Pan, and I think one of the most memorable though is one of the big roller coasters that we did, the virtual reality roller coaster that Kid and I did at Six Flags America. So much fun. I don't know how I get through a lot of these segments without saying language that is not appropriate for television, because a lot of it's, you know, crazy and frightening, but all at the same time it's so much fun. I am so lucky to have a job where I get to just have fun.
I gotta say, my favorite was when you did Peter Pan. When I was
flying.
And you flew like Peter Pan or Tinkerbell or whatever, and you were flying in the air. That was
so
my favorite.
That was your favorite?
Yeah, and I always love Disney on Ice too.
That's coming up.
Yes, it is. Okay, so before we wrap up, you recently got married.
I did.
And you guys got a puppy. What's it like, kind of your home life?
My little home life. It's wonderful. So my husband and I met on Match.com, and we got married in November of 2015. We have a little dog, Petey, and he's our little baby for right now. For everyone wondering when I'm gonna have children, not right yet. But Petey's our little baby right now. He's a little Boston Terrier. He is just a joy. He makes coming home in the afternoons after a long day of work just so enjoyable.
Yeah.
I love my little family.
He's so sweet. Okay, and just real quick, last question, because
Okay.
I'm getting a wrap. What's something, one fact, or people don't know about you, or a pet peeve or something? Just tell us something we don't know about Eileen.
I can thread my lip.
What?
Okay. Put a needle and tie and lip. What do you guys think of that?
I was not expecting that. And you juggle.
I juggle. I mean, come on, Jumi.
See, and if you enjoyed this one-on-one, you can enjoy Eileen Whalen every morning. Good Morning Washington, 4:25 to 7 o'clock right here on ABC7. And then we switch over to News Channel 8 from 7 to 10. And you can see her juggle, do the weather, fly through the air,
And just have fun
and
with
do the
my
lip thing.
And have fun with my friend Jumi, who I absolutely adore. We really are friends in real life.
No, we are. I need to find a talent before my one-on-one.
All right.
Okay.
Get to it.
All right. Thanks for joining us.
Peace
We'll
out,
see you
guys.
later.